from the Crowd Theater, it's Sam Deutsch.
Welcome to the show with Sam Deutsch. I'm Sam Deutsch. This is the show. Back in the studio. It's been a while. A lot of things happened while we were gone.
We were meant to live.
You know what? We're not even going to talk about that stuff because that's the past. This is the future. This is the present. It's not the future. It is the present. And the present is a present, is what they say. And I'm happy to be here on the show. No Jose today, but that's okay. Everyone else is around.
To live.
We're going to have a lot of fun. Stick around. JP Thomas is here. He's a real cool guy. We're going to talk to him about what he does. And then, you know what? We don't even know what's going to happen on the show. We got Aaron, we got Keegan, we got Franny. It's going to be a lot of fun. Stick around. See you in a minute. Welcome back to the show with Sam. As I previously stated, we don't have Jose today. He didn't oversleep this time. We knew he wasn't going to be here, so he's not here. And since he's not here, you might be wondering, like, why does my desk seem so bare? And the truth is because we don't have his J mug. Keegan's using that one. And we don't have his laptop, which is usually on my desk. And a lot of people always ask me, they talk to me about the stickers that are on my laptop. And they say, oh, I love this, I love that. The truth is that's Jose's laptop. It's not mine. So don't talk to me about how much you like, Sub Pop, because it's not my sticker. Don't say like, oh, I love Lou Mitchell's. Like, I've never been there, honestly, because I don't put the stickers on there. That's Jose's stickers. It's not mine. What I like is M&Ms. I love peanut M&Ms. That's why we have a peanut M&M on there. I like to wear flowery shirts. I like Chicago White Sox. How about you talk to me about that? How about you talk to me about that? All right, so enough about that. Now it's time for my favorite part of the show, most people's favorite part of the show, everyone's favorite part of the show, Aaron's Boring Fact of the Week. So let's bring Aaron out here and let's do that. Aaron's Boring Fact of the Week.
Pandas live about 20 years in the wild.
How old are you?
Well, I'm 21, so I'd be dead. I'd be dead if I were a panda.
Panda.
Nothing but bones. That's my job. I know things.
Oh, there you have it. Aaron knows things. Thanks, Aaron. We'll be right back with JP Thomas.
You're welcome.
You can leave now. Welcome back to the show. Here we have a very special guest right now. He's a very talented actor, improviser, writer, producer, JP Thomas. Let's bring him out.
Woo!
Woo-hoo-hoo!
What's up, Sam?
How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really great. I'm happy to have you here.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on your show.
Definitely. I mean, we had you on. I met you on a set that I was working on.
Yep.
My Village Bells. And I was like, this guy seems really interesting. I thought you were really good in the
Thanks,
film.
man.
So I wanted to have you on.
Yeah, so what do we normally talk about on the show? What should we talk about?
We talk about anything. Sometimes we talk about people's work. Sometimes we talk about weird shit. Like, do you like olives?
Okay, I don't like olives.
Any kind of green olives
Even
or
on
black
Thanksgiving, there's always a little jar that my aunt makes of black olives, and they're pitted, and they still taste terrible.
Yeah, I've never even eaten an olive.
I don't like them. They taste bad.
No.
But
Well, so let's talk first about My Village Bells that just kind of came out. You had like one of the lead roles in it.
Yep.
I thought you were really good in it.
Well, thanks, man.
Do you act a lot, or are you mostly?
Yeah. So my quick 30-second elevator pitch on my background is I started out doing improv in college, and I did that up at Northwestern, and that was part of the Titanic Players, and that was really good fundamental improv training. It was very much based on a curriculum similar to IO, Improv Olympic, so their training method. And I did that for the first probably, 7 years out of school. And so I've played at different improv theaters and comedy theaters in Chicago, but in the past couple years, I went to Green Shirt Studio in Ravenswood, and they have a really fantastic Meisner-based acting program.
Oh, okay.
So I went through that curriculum, and I've been focusing on basically straight acting, dramatic acting for the past, I'd put it at about a couple years now.
Cool.
And so I still do improv. I'm over at Comedy Sports, and I play on a house team there. I do improv and sketch, as you mentioned. I'm a producer. I do that with a group of friends, and we're like doing a lot of sketches in production right now this month, which is a lot of fun.
Can you explain a little bit what Comedy Sports is?
Yeah, sure. So Comedy Sports is, if you've ever seen Whose Line Is It Anyway with Drew Carey, it's essentially a game-based improv theater that's short form games or game-based. So there'll be a quick premise. It'll be like 3 minutes. One of the most fun typical games is Party Quirks. If you've ever heard of that, it's like there's someone who exits the staged area, and then the audience gives suggestions for what each individual party goer will have as a party quirk. So there could be delayed reaction man. There could be somebody that just like he's constantly smelling and it smells like fish, or just something weird, right? It's a party quirk.
Right.
And he shows up, and the person who left the stage, they come back, and they slowly get introduced to the party goers as they arrive at the party, and he has to guess what their party quirk is. And the audience, claps and laughs to help the person understand if you're warmer or colder or whatever. So.
I mean, how does that, is it going well?
Yeah,
Improv?
I mean, it's great. Improv does not pay.
No.
It's like a drug. You're an addict. You have to get your fix.
Uh-huh.
When you have a really great show, you feel awesome. But
I bet you have a lot of great shows. But have you ever had like a bomb show? Like,
oh, absolutely, absolutely.
What's that like? What's it like when you bomb?
More bombs than less bombs. God, there was a guy on a podcast or something I was listening to once who's a stand-up comedian, and he was talking about going to a dinner party. And like some dentist asked him that question, and I'll just repeat his answer because it's the best. So when you bomb, and I think 2 years ago I did a 2-person set, so a duo, me and like a really good friend of mine, and I'm gonna put this all on me. It was the worst show I or he have ever been a part of.
Ever.
And it was entirely my fault.
Oh no, what happened?
I was not making choices, I wasn't confident, I was just timid, and there's only 2 people on stage. You have to be doing something. You're not just 50% of the equation. You have to give like 110%. The other person has to give 110%. And at the end, maybe you'll get to like 80, 90%. So I was
the improv math is fucked.
Oh, well, it depends how many people are on stage, what the dynamic is, how many people are in the audience, all that kind of stuff. But this was the worst show ever. Anyway, going back to that podcast, the guy was like, some dentist asked me this at a dinner party, and he was like, you're a stand-up comedian. What's it like when you bomb? And he's like, okay, think about it this way. Let's say that you're working on someone in the dentist chair and you need to get their tooth out. And you're trying to take their tooth out, and when you pull, you actually only pull their head off their body. After you pull their head off their body, you look out in the lobby and some guy is fucking your wife. And then the guy gets up and he like does some crazy stuff. He flies out the window, you fly off, your head get like, that's basically what bombing is like.
Oh,
but
man.
10 times worse than that.
Because
you just feel
horrible.
the heat, your body heat rises, your face gets flushed. And actually, there's kind of a perverse nature about improvisers and comedians. You learn to enjoy bombing.
Really?
You kind of have to. If you don't, you'd probably go crazy. So yeah, learning to bomb and knowing how to get out of it, that's a skill set in and of itself.
I bet that helps in a lot of like. I feel like improv.
Do you ever
helps.
have a show that just completely bombs?
You can't bomb when you only have no audience and 30 people.
Hey,
just
guys.
30 people watch on YouTube.
Yeah.
But there's definitely episodes that we put out where I'm not the proudest of, and there's other episodes where people are like, "Oh, I really like that one."
Yeah. I guess you can do take after take. So
we try not to.
You
though.
get little bombs.
We try not to, but yeah.
Little bombs.
Like sometimes we have people come on and then they kind of mess up and then they want to do it again.
Right.
And that's you're one of the who didn't need to practice like coming out and shaking hands. A lot of people are really nervous about that because at the end of the day, like you're putting yourself out there in front of people that you don't know and you're scared about it. So that's why
that's for sure.
I think improv is really, whether you like it or not, I think you have to like respect it because you're putting yourself out there in front of people.
Absolutely. Improvisers are a weird bunch that way, and that they're willing to just completely look like fools for the potential that it'll pay off.
Right. So what are you doing over the summer? What are you doing in the future?
So I'm really excited. I start rehearsals for $1 Million Quartet, which is a very fun musical. I'm the guy who doesn't sing and dance.
Okay. Can you sing? Are you?
I can
sing.
Sing. I play guitar and I sing, and I may actually end up backing one of the other cast members.
Right.
Just real quick, the story, if you don't know it, I think it won the Tony back in 2010. It's about Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee Lewis, Elvis Presley, and Carl Perkins at Sun Records in Memphis, Tennessee. all 4 of them happened to be in the studio on a December evening in 1959, and they cut a record. So that's been really exciting for me over the
Do you
past
do
couple
that?
days.
You said it's in Tennessee. It's set.
So the setting of the play is in Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah. And so also when you were on My Village Bells, you did kind of an accent a little bit.
Right.
Do you do an accent in this show? How
will.
many accents do you do?
Right. Yeah, I could show you my resume. Yeah, so this guy, he's actually not a Memphis native. He's from Alabama.
Wow.
So it's an Alabama accent. As much as you want to think that Forrest Gump is, kind of a funny accent, I would say it's actually not it's indicative of what some people from Alabama sound like. Maybe.
Do you want to give us a little taste?
No,
of
I
it?
don't.
No. Okay.
No, I don't. But I appreciate it. I'll invite you to come up to Wisconsin in the
I'll
fall.
definitely check
and you
that
can
out.
hear
See
it
the
then.
Alabama accent.
Yeah.
What is it like doing an accent though? Is it? I mean.
You try and do it as best as you can. You fake it till you make it, and then I think eventually it's just like, putting on some clothes or something. You should be able to just get it in there automatically,
Right.
and then whatever dialogue you're given, it just goes through that filter of whatever that accent
Okay.
is.
I mean that's a good way to put it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
really interesting.
Yeah.
I've never tried like an accent on the show.
You want to try one right now? You got a White Sox hat on. Are you a Southside guy?
I'm not, but I like the White Sox.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Buffalo Grove. It's the north suburb.
Okay. So do you feel like you have a Chicago accent, or do you feel like the Chicago accent is just broadcast Midwest regional dialect?
Well, I think there's definitely especially a South Side, kind of Polish guy might have a Chicago,
exactly,
big
yeah.
Chicago White Sox fan, Comiskey Park,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
kind of thing. That's the first accent I've ever done on the show.
That's pretty good, right, guys? All right, we got nods. No
But
claps.
Aaron gave a thumbs up though.
Yeah.
Can you do a South Side accent like that?
Yeah, we'll tack the Bob.
We'll talk to Bob.
We'll tack the Bob.
Okay.
I just go back to John Candy and those guys.
Right, and the
Blues Brothers.
super fans
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Really happy that you came out. It was
Hey,
really
this
fun.
was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me.
Glad it was fun for you too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Was it fun for
Hi,
you guys?
Mom. Hi, I'm going to send her the YouTube link.
Definitely. Hi, JP's mom.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Hey, absolutely, man. This was fun. Good to see you.
You too. Cool. We'll be right back, so stick around. Thanks. All right, that's our show, I guess. We don't really have a musical performance or really anything like that, so I guess we don't really have anything else to do. What the fuck? What the hell is that? Oh, great. What do you want, man? What? What are you doing? This is what are you doing? What is this? You know what? All right. You know what? That's the show. Okay. I'm done with it. What is this? I don't. No.